Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy DJ City Manos, and I uploaded a video last night. Pretty simple stuff. How I transition music, how I do things. I was explaining in the video that I started DJing back in the '80s, and when I started, there wasn't no YouTube, there wasn't no other DJs to learn from, so I basically self-taught myself how to mix before there was anybody out there. What I did, I used to listen to the radio and I used to try to mimic what the radio did. And what I'm trying to explain what I explained on the last video that I uploaded in Spanish was that all this stuff I hear is self-taught, and I don't know the terms of what these DJs do nowadays. They count beats, they count, I don't know what they call, bars. I'm not sure what they call. I don't do any of that stuff. I do something simple, and I'm gonna explain my technique. If you guys want to learn my technique and just stick around and watch, I could show you guys. But this is basically for the DJs that are learning how to DJ. There's so many YouTube channels out there you can learn from, and it's good to learn from different techniques. So if you want to stick around and learn my technique, we're gonna go and do 3 songs. And the reason why I did it in Spanish, because I do have people that speak Spanish on my channel. And I mean, I don't mind doing it in English neither. I could do both English and Spanish. But if you watch the video, it's long because this is basically, I'm just going straight, like, man. So yeah, this one might be a long one. So if you want to just see my technique, I'm playing 3 songs, and I just chose these songs because I want to play them at a party. And majority of my customers are Latinos, you know. So I would do some hip hop. A lot of people want me to do hip hop, but I haven't gotten any hip hop. You know what? I have a hip hop gig coming up in August. So on that one, for that hip hop gig, I'm gonna focus on hip hop. So I don't have anything lined up except that gig. So now I'm gonna start doing some hip hop rehearsals. I call them rehearsals. They practice, because what I explained on the video, that the way my technique is, I am when I listen to the music, I'm a part of the band. I'm not a DJ, I'm a band. I'm a member. So my technique, what I'm listening to the instruments, I'm listening to the vocals, the singing, and I try to pick a spot where I'm gonna try to mix in the other song. So I'm not counting anything. I'm just listening to the rhythm. I'm listening to the bass. I'm listening to the vocals, and I decide where I'm gonna mix the song at. So on this side right here, I have a song called Soltero Feliz, and the artist's name is Son Benitez. And over here I have another song called Como Se Mata el Gusano, and that one, his name is Nelson Gonzala. So I'm gonna mix this song in with that one, and the reason why I did it instead of mixing this one with that one, the reason why I did it like that, because this song starts off just with them just playing the songs, the music. And in this song right here, he has an intro. And if you guys don't know what an intro is a piece. It's like it doesn't have any instruments, any singing. It's just the music itself, the drums. But in this case, it's gonna be the bass guitar, and the little drums. And and for me, that sound is better to mix this song in with that one. This one here just straight goes to the singing. So we're gonna play this song so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't have my speakers on. Out to be bog. And I don't mind doing it in English and Spanish, because this is like a practice rehearsal. You need practice DJing, practice. For me, I don't mind. I'm getting practice. I like to practice my mixes before I start the party, and I do different I call them mini mixes. I do them because you never know. I try to prepare myself what the clients want, the type of music they want, and then from there, people ask for requests, and I might take a slight turn, and I get off the playlist, and then I go back into the playlist. So that's why I like to make these little mini mixes to cater to my customer. So, like I said, I'm doing these Spanish mixes because the majority of them my customers are Latinos. So over here we have Soltero Feliz. I'm gonna mix it in with el Cómo se muere el gusano, o Cómo se mata el gusano, and I'm gonna hit play.
Vámonos con algo bien diferente. Oigan esto. 1, 2, 3, bien.
Okay, so that's that song right here. Now I'm gonna play Cómo se mata el gusano. The next song. I'm gonna play this song here. And listen to the intro. So there's no singing, there's no instruments, it's just a bass guitar, don, 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 and the little cowbell. And maybe I don't know, the big drum that the drummer steps on, the boom, 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 boom. I don't know what that drum is called, but that's the instruments I hear. It's nice and simple, it has an intro. And then the singing, the instrument's gonna come on in a little bit. See, I'm not counting any bars, any nothing. My style is basically just playing, having fun, just trying to find a spot in the song where you think is good to blend in or to mix the song. So now we're gonna listen to this song right here and try to find a spot that I think is a good spot. So since I kind of already we did it last night, I deleted everything, all my cues, everything, and I'm gonna show you what spot I think is good. We're gonna listen to a couple spots that's possible. Okay, it's possible, but I'm gonna decide where's a spot based on, for me. Any spot for me is possible. You could do it when they're singing. You could do it when there's that music, the instruments playing, or you could find another spot. And there's like different spots. So we're gonna listen to the song. I'm gonna fast forward, and we're gonna look for a spot. And usually, you could mix it when they're singing. You could mix it during the chorus of the singing. You could mix it during the music, the instruments. So there's different ways you could mix them. And if when you mix this song right here, if it's not perfect, you could trim this one down, or you could make it longer. And to trim it down, you just have to put a cue mark to wherever you want it to start, or you can make it longer by adding the loop to it. And that's what I do. I listen to it and say, oh, damn, that was too short, and then I just might add a loop. Or I said, no, that's too long, or I might cut it shorter. So that's what I'm saying, is all based on you listening to the songs, you trying it out, and you get an idea of where you're going to mix it at. There's no, for me, my style is a little different, a little simple. So right here, when he stopped singing, he goes, hey, 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 for a little bit. And on my video, I said, maybe that's a good spot to mix it in. Because he's just going, hey, 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 hey. But then I say, maybe it's not a good spot because this one has a long intro. If you can see right here, the colors, I can see right away that's a huge intro. You can see the colors. It's like a little bright orange. And then it kind of turned yellowish. So that's a huge intro, and I'm like, nah, if you put that hey, 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 you have to either cut this one shorter, so you go hey, 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 and then the beat comes in. And that's what the beat sounds to me. And it goes, hey, watch, listen to the beat. That's what I'm saying, you gotta get the beat, the rhythm in your head. Here it comes. That's what I'm saying. You need to get the rhythm in your head. You're the band. You're part of the band. You're part of the group. You need to get that rhythm in your head, and you need to play those instruments in your head. And that's my style. Is I'll go with rhythm. I'm part of the band, and one time somebody told me what instrument you play, and I said I never played any instruments. For me, I'm listening to the music and I try to get that rhythm in my head, and that's the way I did it. That's the way I always have done it. Like I said, I self-taught myself. So we're gonna listen to this song right here and find a spot. That spot sounds good. That hey, I could put a spot, a cue mark, and a cue mark for the people that are new to this DJing. A cue mark is just a mark that is gonna tell me. There's different ways to use the cue mark. I use it as a marker. You could use a cue mark, so you could just hit the button that starts the song right there. But I use it as a marker to show me a visual that is my spot is coming. You know. Because I'm not going to memorize all this stuff. So I put markers. And then I got my headphones before I play the song. Let's say I'm going to play this one right here. I'm listening to it on my headphones. I'm listening to the rhythm. You know, at the same time, I'm adjusting my pitch, my tempo. I'm adjusting it. Because right now, they're not adjusted yet, the tempos. The beats per minute, they're not the same. So when I have my headphones on, I'm listening to the beat. And I'm listening to the rhythm. I'm like, okay. You know, I'm getting the rhythm. It's like if you hear Usher. You already know that by memory that the beat, dun 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 dun. You know, you already got that rhythm in your head. You know what I mean? So for me, it's getting that rhythm in your head. I'm not counting beats. I'm just getting the rhythm, and I'm moving my head. And I got the headphones on. I said, okay, cool, I got it, and it kind of refreshed my memory what I'm doing. And then I'm just waiting for my cue marks. And then now I know when to stop the song, or if I can't remember where to stop the song, I'll put another mark to tell me stop the song there. So you got to use your cues, utilize your cues as markers, or you could utilize your cues to start a song. I mean, there's different things you could do, but I'm going to utilize my cues as markers. And these cues right here, if you go to your controller, that's what right here we have high cues, and I'm just putting markers. So we have 8 high cues I could put on the song, and I'm gonna mark them. And the way I do mine, I do it by color, also color code. So this is gonna be red. That's gonna be to start the song. So far, I got a cue to start the song. All right, I do have a cue on this song already to start the song. And then I'm gonna put a marker to tell me that's where I'm gonna mix it at. All right. So we're gonna listen to that song. We could put a on the hey, and I could show you that it and this part right here, I'm listening to it singing. You know, I'm not listening to the instrument. I'm listening to the singing now. I'm memorizing that in my head. You know, so he's saying, that's the thing is that for me, you have to listen to the song, listen to the rhythm, listen to the music, the rhythm, and so I'm waiting for the part when he goes, hey. I'm gonna put a loop there and show you guys that I tried it and I didn't like it. Right here, the hey starts. So I'm gonna put a loop in there, and I'm gonna show you that that's the reason why I did not select this spot, because I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, see right there, the hey. Oops, I lost it. And I'm gonna, the way that hey sounded, for me, I'm gonna put a mark, so I won't lose it again. For me, Listen to it again. See, it don't sound good, so I'm gonna cut the loop shorter. I cut it shorter, and we're gonna see what it sounds like now. It would sound good if that accordion wasn't there. That's the reason why I didn't like that spot. Because he has that ding, ding. I mean, it sounds okay, but I don't like that accordion, that part. But it sounds okay, but I'm not going to use that spot. I'm going to pick another spot. So we're going to keep going through the song and listening to it. Now that part right there, I'm listening to the accordion, and we're going to try that part. And what I noticed is when I'm listening to the accordion, when I listened to the accordion, it did it twice. And what I mean by it did it twice, I'm listening to the rhythm, and he had a pattern. Dun 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 na na na. Dun 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 na na na. Now he did it twice. I heard that pattern. So I'm gonna try that pattern right there. Right there. It goes dun dun. That's where it begins at. Dun dun. And how do I know it begins there? Because I'm listening to the rhythm. I'm listening to the rhythm. So I'm gonna put a cue mark right there. And now I'm marked it right there. And I'm gonna start this song right here. But now before we start, let's match the beats. So this is 166, this is 140. That's a huge, huge BPM difference. So I could meet it in the middle. So I could either slow this one down and increase this one. I hear the 140. I could increase it. So let's go down the middle. Let's go to 40. Let's go to, we can go down to 50. We could, or 49. That's good enough. And we're gonna slow this one to 49. So I won't have to jump that huge of a jump. And what I'm doing right now, I'm adjusting there's two terms for this. They call it tempo and they call it pitch. I'm just adjusting the pitch. I'm slowing it down. So I'm doing this by moving it up. You have a plus and a negative. So I'm gonna slow it down. And I was explaining in my video, it's like a car. I'm gonna explain this as a car. There are two cars driving on the freeway. One car is driving 160 and the other one driving 140. And for the other car that driving 140, either need to increase their gas, give it some gas. And the one that driving 160 needs to slow it down. Put some little brake in that, slow it down. So that's what I'm doing. I'm decreasing Soltero Feliz to 149. And you're not gonna get it perfect. So now, if you don't get it perfect, what you're gonna do, you're gonna use your platter. This right here. Same thing with this. You have to get so dramatic. Just put your hand on it, your finger on the side, not on top, on the side. And when you go this way, you go forward, and when you go backwards, you're gonna put the brakes. So it depends on how the song is. If it's too slow, you need to increase it, catch up to it. If it's too fast, you got to slow it down. So that's what we're going to do. It's not exactly matching the same. So if you look at the screen, it's showing 149.73 and 149.85. That's close enough. So we're going to start my song here in my cue mark. So we're going to back it up. We're going to hit play. And another thing I was explaining on the video that what I like to do, the one I'm playing, I like to have it loud. And the one I'm about to mix in, I like to have it low. And I like to have my fingers like this because I multitask, right? I'm multitasking. So I'm going to have my fingers here to control the volume. I'm going to increase this. I'm going to raise it up. And at the same time with my pinky, you guys can't see the pinky's hidden. I'm lowering it down. I'm turning down the volume. So I've got my pinky over here, and I got this one over here, and I'm increasing it, and at the same time, I'm lowering it down with my pinky. I'm listening to the speakers. I'm listening to the music coming out of the speakers, and I'm hearing. I say, okay, I could hear it now. If you don't hear nothing, that means you're on beat. If you don't hear nothing and it's quiet, you're on beat, don't panic. But once you start hearing the music, a little bit of the dum, 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 you're like, oh dang, I'm on beat. It sounds beautiful. You just keep on increasing it, slow it down, and then maybe stop in the middle, and then wait a little bit, and then when you're about to fade off, you're gonna go raise it up, and then boom, cut it off. Cut the sound off completely off this one. So we're gonna listen to it. And at the same time, when you're doing this, you have the other hand adjusting the platter, slowing it down or increasing it. So you're multitasking. You're kind of slowing it down, increasing, and at the same time, you're raising it up. Or you could use both hands, you know? You could use both hands. You could have it like this, increase it, stop, adjust the platter, go back, adjust the platter. But for me, I think it's easier for me to do it with one hand. It depends. You know, I do both. I do both. I don't look at my hands when I DJ. I just know that I do them both. All right, let's go. I'm going to hit play, and we're going to do this. See, for me now, it's too slow. That's why I sound better when it was fast. So let's go back to the original speed, 166. I like it fast. So let's just adjust this one to 166. I'm not going to meet him in the middle. It sounds way better fast. And you're not going to tell the difference because Latin music, we got some fast tempos. I mean, we got people sweating out there. So that's close enough. Here we go. I'm waiting for my cue. My cue. And then when my cue gets right in the middle of this line, that's when I'm going to hit play. Okay? Here it comes. I'm increasing it. I'm going up. That sounded pretty good. That sounded good. We're going to do it one more time to listen to it. And that's the reason why I like to practice, is because I'm trying to get a rhythm in my head and see if it sounds good or not. Now, it sounds good. There were two parts in that. Remember, it had two parts. The accordion. Da-na, 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 da-na-na-na. Now, but I'm going to select another spot in the song. I like that, but I want to select another part of the song. Let's go. All right, here goes the spot that I have. I'm going to delete that cue, and we're going to keep on playing the song. Da-na-na-na. Here goes the second one. Da-na, da-na, da-na. Right here. But he went cha. The accordion started again right there. I'm gonna put a cue mark. I'm gonna try this spot now. We're gonna back it up. For me, I like this one better because on my other video I was explaining that we tried three parts, but for me this one sounds better. Now the accordion does 4 in this one. The other one they did 2. It went dun 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 na dun na na na. This one here going. This one is a little different. Dun na 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 dun na 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 na. It's a little different. It did it 4 times in this one. The other one did it twice. And I like this one better. We're going to do it again. I'm going to lower the volume, get my volumes ready, And we're gonna increase the volume when I hear it, and I'm gonna blend it in. There we go. Now I'm gonna point out the four da-na-na-na, all right? Watch my fingers, I'm gonna point it out. See, he even paused a little before he even speak. That's perfect. That's beautiful. So that's where I'm gonna mix it at. I like that better, so I'm gonna keep it like that. I got my cue, tell me to end it, and I always like to mark it right here, a comment that says this is the end. So instead of having Q2, I'm gonna say end, and I'm gonna change it from a high Q. No. Right here from a Q2, I'm gonna change it to a marker only. Or I could make it invisible. In virtual DJ, you could select these. Hold on, let me show you. Because your boy DJ City Models ain't got no high-tech stuff to show you guys. This is the way I do my high-tech stuff. Invisible, marker only, and then you can mark it Qs. So I'm gonna make it a marker only, because I still wanna see it on my screen. I don't wanna make it invisible. And then from there, I'm gonna select the color. Right here it says color. I want my color to be white. I don't know why I make my ends white. I like them white because you can see it with your eyeballs. The other ones like I put on the Qs, I put the colors in them. So here we're gonna select mark only. I'm gonna make them white. So now this one's done. Soltero Feliz, that took forever. Almost 27 minutes. Now this one here, Como se mata el gusano. I was explaining in my video, the last video, that this song is long and I want to shorten this song. And the reason why I want to shorten it up, it depends on the song you play. And I was explaining that it depends on the song you play. If it's a good song, you can leave it like that. If it's a medium song, I like to cut it short. I like to do one verse only. Like this one here, it was one verse only, then I cut it off. This one I hear is going to be one verse only, but where I want to cut it off, I want to cut it off at the end because I have a outro, the music only. But I don't want the whole thing to play. That's 3 minutes. So I'm going to cut this, I'm going to snip it and cut it and make it shorter. And I'm going to look for a spot where I could cut it and make it shorter. So what the way I do this, I listen to the song, the vocals, and then I pick a spot. And usually I do it on the chorus, when I start singing the chorus. I find a spot, put a marker there, and I do the same thing at the end. Look for the chorus, find a spot, put a marker there, and then I'm going to put a command to make it jump. So we're going to listen to this song. I'm going to look for my chorus of the song, and then I'm going to select the spot. When he said, mueve gusano, mueve, and the girl goes, ay, right there. That's a perfect chorus right there. Or the part one goes, así, 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 así. That's another good chorus. You could do it wherever you want, as long as it does the same thing on the other side. So we could put it either one. So we're going to do it the part where he goes, where that girl comes in. So let's back it up just a hair. Let's back it up again. Right there. So now I'm going to get my platter. I'm going to try to find the beginning of that mueve gusano mueve. And it's right there, the beginning of that part. It's right there. I'm going to put a cue mark. That's cue number 3. All right, and I picked 3. I don't know why I picked 3. I just like 3 and 4. I always do my jumps 3 and 4. So here, now if I hit play, muere gusano muere. So right there, I'm gonna put a mark, and I'm gonna go forward over here in this song and look for that same chorus. Muere gusano no muere. Ay. So I'm gonna come over here and fast forward. We're gonna listen to it again. There it is right there. Dang, I guessed it on that one. Right on the money. Back it up. Let's see. It might be right there. So I'm gonna listen to both. Here goes number 3, number 4, and for me, I gotta listen to it if it sounds perfect, and I think it sounds perfect to me. So now, since I got my right here, muere gusano muere, I have it over here. That sounds good. So now I just got to put my command now. I'm gonna come back on my screen, and I'm gonna do a right click on number 3, cue number 3. I'm gonna right click with the mouse on cue number 3, and it's gonna bring me a POI editor. And the POI editor, I'm gonna make a few changes. So instead of saying cue 3, I just wanted to have a note that says jump. Right here it says Q3, and I'm just changing the name. It's no big deal. You could leave it like that, but me, I just like to put a little note that says jump. So the name of that one is going to say jump, and then on the type, you have different things you could do. You could have a save loop, an action, remix point, whatever you want. But I'm going to put an action. Action, you're going to add a little, I don't know, like a little instruction, a code, I don't know, to tell it what to do. So right here, I'm gonna say go to underscore cue number 4. That's what my little code is. So this command right here, just by typing this, is gonna tell it what to do. It's gonna tell the software to jump. It's gonna tell Virtual DJ to jump. So right here, here goes cue number 3. It says go to. It's just gonna say jump on it, jump. Then it says go to cue number 4. It goes number 4 over here. Cue number 4. So it's gonna jump this whole verse. So I made a 3-minute song into like 2 minutes or a minute and a half or something. I just played one verse and I went straight to the end. And that's how you do a jump. And if you see people that are grooving, you could even go back in there and delete that cue. You could delete that cue, and that's sometimes that's what I do also. I leave the cue there, but I just delete the command. I go and change it back to a cue. I take it from action, and I change it back to a cue. If I see people grooving, I'm like, oh, damn, they're really enjoying this song, you know. But when I'm trying a song for the first time, I want to test it out. I don't want to play the whole song. But if I see that they are grooving, I say, oh, let's leave it. They're enjoying this one, you know. So you have to make that judgment on what to do. Like, let me give you an example. The Cha-Cha Slide. That song is long. So I could make it short or I could make it long. It depends on the people, you know. If I see that they're having a good time, I'm like, I leave it. If I see that they're, man, nobody's dancing. You know, I have a cue there already telling it what to do, telling it to stop it, to jump it, and I'm going to cut it off. So it depends on what you want to do. So we're gonna slap on this other song that says Yo quiero quebrarte. I can't say that word. It's a tongue twister for me. And that one has a hype intro. This one has a hype intro. All right. So now I got my cue. It's gonna jump it. I'm gonna put a spot where I want to end it over here. So we're gonna listen to it, the ending, and I want to. You know how it has an outro, has only the music. I'm gonna slap a spot where I want to end it. I'm gonna put another mark, and this mark gonna tell me to end it. I'm gonna hit play. So right here, it ended. It's just a marker to tell me that's it. There's nothing fancy about these markers. Markers are just telling me, start the song, this is gonna jump, end it there. That's it. I'm not counting any beats, simple. I like to keep things simple. I use my cues for those reasons. Here we go. You're gonna watch my cue. Dun, 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 dun. That's it. this part right here, since it's only the bass guitar, dun, 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 and the little, you know, I want to put in this other song in. And this one has a hype intro. And this hype intro, there's a couple ways you could do it. Let's hit play and you're going to see. I'm getting it right on the money. You could do it like this. You could start the song right there, just like this. As soon as you go dun 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 dun, you can slap it on manually by hitting the button. If you feeling drunk, you can manually start it. But me, I like to blend things. I like to blend it. So I'm gonna go back at the beginning of the song. I ain't even adjust my grids in any of these songs, but it's all right. I really don't use grids. Back it up right there. All right, cool. So here goes the beginning of the song. Okay, so now it's the same thing as the bass guitar. Dun, 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 dun. And right away, it starts off, if you're feeling drunk. Listen to it. Here goes the drums. Pop, pop, pop. If you're feeling drunk, put your hands in the air. See, it went pop, pop, pop. You know, so what I'm going to do, I want to start it from the beginning, but I want it, as soon as the instrument's finished on this one, I want that part, if you're feeling drunk, put your hands in the air, just start off right away. And I'm going to show you guys a cheat sheet. What I do is cheating. It's kind of in a way counting beats, but this is the way I do it. So I got my marker right here at the end. Let's go to the marker. Okay, here's my marker. And here's my mark right here. So what I want to do, I want to go back to the beginning. So over here on the controller, this hit slicer, hit shift slicer, and now here you're gonna go. You have the options to move back and forward. Here you have options to go back 1 beat back, 1 beat forward, 2 beats back, 2 beats forward, 4 beats back, 4 beats forward, 8 beats back, 8 beats forward. So I'm gonna go click on this one until I see the beginning of it. So I'm gonna count with it. So if you look at my screen, I'm gonna count. So you're gonna see it moving back. If you look at the screen, look at the blue wave. Don't look at the red one. All right, here we go. Look at the blue one. The blue one is in the background. 1, see it moved. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it stopped on 7. So now I gotta back this one up, this song 7 times. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna put a marker there to tell me start the song there. So now I have a marker to tell me to start it, and I have another mark to tell me that's the end of it. So here we're gonna start it, but we're gonna match the beats. So let's increase this one to 166, and we're gonna try it out and see what it sounds like. I'm trying to, right on the money, perfect. So let's go ahead and hit play. We're gonna play it from where it jumps, and then we're gonna mix it in at the end. So you're gonna see the whole thing live. You're gonna jump a whole verse, and then I'm gonna see my cue mark. It's gonna be I don't know if you can see the colors, but I do everything mine by colors. The part where I'm gonna mix it, it has a turquoise colors, but I'm gonna change it later on to white, and I'm gonna type it in to tell me that's the end of it. So we're gonna hit play. Here goes my mark. Now, what I said in my last video, for me, the rhythm wise didn't sound good to me. I'm listening to the beat and it didn't sound good. I hesitated to hit play because I was listening to the rhythm, and I didn't feel it. I didn't feel the rhythm wasn't cued, wasn't right. That cue mark, even though I went back 7, for me the rhythm wasn't right. We could listen to it one more time and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Let's do it without mixing it in, and I'm gonna point it out where I'm hearing. See, I did not hear it right. I'm gonna pause it where I don't hear it right. Watch, listen. Right there. Right there is where I go dun 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 dun. Because he changed the rhythm. He went dun 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 dun, and then he went deeper. Dun 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 dun. So right there, where I paused it out, that's where I need to start the song at. Right there. So it didn't sound right before. It was off for me. When I was listening to it, it was off. So we're gonna do it one more time. Listen to the rhythm. I stopped it. See, so for me, that right there is a spot. So I'm gonna back it up one more time and I'm gonna put my cue mark there. Right there. I'm gonna remove that cue mark that's up ahead right here. Remove it, and I'm gonna put it in my new spot. Right there, that's more rhythm, more beat to me. Like I said, I listened to the instruments, and to me, that's right there when it went dun 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 dun. That sounded like the perfect spot. Okay, so now we back it up, and I'm gonna mix it right there. It should be like right on the money now. It sounds good to me now. That sounded beautiful right there. It sounded way better than the other one. So let's do it one more time and then I'm done. That's going to be it for me. That's what I'm saying. The last video was about the same time, about 50 minutes. This is 42 minutes. And that's the reason why I did not do it in English. It would be so long if I do both languages. So I'd like to apologize for doing it like this. But for me, it's good because I'm rehearsing, I'm practicing. I'm getting the rhythm in my head. I'm feeling it, you know. So that's my technique. My technique is putting cues, putting marks. And if I would have did a CD, here's the way I used to do it back in the days with CDs. I'm scratching my eyeball. This is the way I did it when I did CDs or when I did records. When I did a record, here goes the record. The way I did it with records, here's a record. Let's pretend here I'm gonna mix it right there. So here goes the needle. You start the needle here, and it start coming down, coming down, coming down. And whenever you get to your spot that you're gonna mix it in, I used to put a piece of tape. I put a tape there, and I wouldn't let the needle hit the tape, of course. But I put a tape there telling me that's the end of my mark. I want to mix it there. So the needle hit it. If you go past that, the needle gonna go bloop, skip, and stop bloop, bloop, bloop. So you gotta make sure you get your pitch, your tempo ready, because you only got a short time before that needle hits it. So that's how I did it with records. For CDs, since I didn't have a visual on my CD player, I had a Denon. They had time. It had a time, and I used to do the remaining time. So it starts off from 0 and it goes remaining a minute or whatever, I don't know, but it had a remaining, and I used to write down the remaining on a paper, and when I used to rehearse, I used to look at my paper and say, okay, at the 2-minute mark, that's where I mix it at the 3-minute mark, that's where I mix it at. So in this case, right here, it tells me 21, we're at 21 seconds, so I know like in the 21 seconds, I'm gonna write it down on a piece of paper, I say that's where I'm gonna mix it at, and I did it until I memorized that in my head, of course, I never took a piece of paper when I was at a gig, but I already had it memorized. I practiced so much, had it in my head. I should remember the verse of the song. I should remember the verse. So I knew when he said that certain word to mix it in. Like I'll write on my notes saying, when he says, if you're feeling drunk, put your hand. I'll write something down to trigger my mind. Say, okay, it's my cue's coming up, my spot's coming up. So that's how I used to do it back in the days. But now that we have cues, take advantage of it. Take advantage of your cues. It doesn't make sense. People not taking advantage of the cues. It's a marker. Take advantage of it. So that's your boy DJ City Mounts, how I do stuff. We're gonna do it one more time, and then I'm gonna call it quits. Let's go from the top. I like it. Sounds good. And I'm gonna look for 2 more songs. I like to make 5 songs mix, and I'm gonna play it at my next gig. I'm gonna play this at my next gig. Every time I do a mix, I kind of throw it into my next gig and see reactions of what people do. And if I get a good reaction, I keep it. If I get a bad reaction, then I go back in the drawing board, take the ones that they didn't like. That's how people sat down. So I work on my mixes. I say, I got a good reaction. I guess I do it at my next gig. And then I said, wow, that's a good reaction too. I keep it like that. And when you have a really good mix, keep it. Don't change anything. Just leave it alone. But if you get tired of certain songs, you can take it out and replace it with another song, So we're going to hit play. And another thing, you guys not seeing this, my heel on my feet, the back of the heel, not the toes. A lot of people tap their toes. I do my heel. You could do either one, tap your toes, but I always do my heel, and my heel is going on the boom, boom, boom. My heel is hidden. For some reason, I can't tap my toes. My toes, I feel awkward, like I'm about to fall over. So I don't do my toes. I'm standing forward like I'm playing a guitar. Have you ever seen those rockers when they play the guitar? They're leaning forward with the guitar. I'm leaning forward, listening to the music, hitting my heel. Boom, 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 my heel. I can't do my toes. My toes feel like I'm gonna fall backwards. It just feels weird doing the toes. But I like to lean forward and jam into it with my heels, and boom. There's different techniques. I used to also tap my fingers on this right here, on this. Even though I have it low, I hit play. You won't be able to hear it though, because it's low. And then I release it. So you won't hear it. Watch, I'm gonna do it this one. We're gonna do it this one. You won't hear it as much because I have the volume low. So we're gonna hit dun 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 dun. Hit play. Hermanos, I hope you guys enjoyed this rehearsal, this practice, and for you new DJs, if you guys have questions, let me know, and I try to answer. But this is my technique. It's simple. There's no counting involved. I don't spend my time counting. If you guys do want to know how to count, I'm sure there's other YouTube channels out there that show you their techniques, their way, the way they do things. And up here, there's also has a little counting thing there. So when you hit play, it counts up to 16 and it repeats itself. So if you want to utilize that also, you can. Over here, where is it at? Right here, right ahead. You see the little 4 little boxes with the 12? Also doing the same thing. This right here goes in a circle, and here's another one. The same thing up here is on number 12. So you have all the little counting stuff right there that helps you. They help you. So if you want to do counting, you can. I rather enjoy the music. I rather be in tune with the music, harmonize with the music. I want to be the music. I want to be the musician. I want to play the instruments. I'm listening to the beat. I want to do that. But if you want to spend all your time just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, you could do whatever you want. You could do it, whatever improve your mixing. Go ahead. But like I said, I've been doing it this old-fashioned way, and it works for me. I'd rather listen to the music. I want to, like I said, I'm pretending I'm in the group. I'm in the band. I'm jamming with them. I'm listening to the music. I could play any song, any genre. I could play anything. It could be a song that I don't even understand the words, the lyrics, anything. I've done it before. I've done Portuguese. I did Afro beats. I've done every single thing. And what I'm listening to is the pattern of the music, the rhythm of the music. I'm listening to the instrument. I'm saying, okay, I got the pattern. I could mix any song I want, any genres. I could do rock, country. I could do anything. And I just got to listen to the rhythm, the rhythm. And I got to get that rhythm in my head and say, okay, I got it. It's like whistling. You whistle. You have to know when to start it. That's the beat. You know, you have to understand the rhythm. But this is your boy DJ City Manos. Hopefully this helped out. This was a long video. And let me know. I'm going to make some more videos like this in Spanish and English. So you guys, in Spanish, say don't te agüites, means don't be tripping. You know, don't be tripping if I do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys get offended because I speak Spanish, y'all could deuce out. I'm out. Peace.